The Philippines is where the bounty and beauty of nature seemingly resemble paradise. With over 7,000 islands, we are spoiled with breathtaking views and adventure. With the coming of the scorching heat, we take you to one of the most famous beaching and surfing haven in the country, where nature's beauty is given the pampering it deserves. With unique environmental conservation efforts, La Union is more than beauty with dynamic living, the total you.
Sigurado ko kung gusto ninyo ang inyong mga ingot na dugan ka-reaction. Will take a very short time and then vinegar. Will continue on. These are things to have in mind that you believe could endure your needs and that which first world class care kaya natin ibigay sa mga tao dito sa Pilipinas. It is a very better and whatever the Welcome to Dynamic Living the Total You with our episode La Union, More Than Beauty. At saka ngayon naman, kakausapin natin yung ating dalawang magaganda at bata pang mga kababaihan, ladies, no? Beautiful ladies at that. We have actually Miss Camille Pilar. She's the owner of Coffee Beach Company. Welcome. Yes, Clean Beach Company. Welcome to Dynamic Living, Miss Camille.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, and of course, she will be joined by Miss Cristina Antonio, Miss Tina for short, who is also with the LU Soul. Magandang araw sa iyo.
Thank you for inviting me and Camille.
Yeah, heto sa website niyo nakasulat doon na a local beach community working together to protect the 5th longest coastline of the country. Bakit kayo napasali sa ganitong endeavor, Miss Tina?
Actually, when bumalik po kami dito sa La Union, one of the things that we really love is the ocean and nature. And regardless po if we're 60 or 10, all of us, we realize na we really like nature, whether we're surfers or we're just business owners. Dun yung kabuhayan namin. So, for La Union Soul, there is no organization for La Union Soul. It's more of a movement, a heart, a soul, a goal that we want to keep La Union shoreline alive. And actually,
as you mentioned, so La Union, we are part of the Philippine shoreline, which is the 5th longest in the world. So, yung buong shoreline ng Philippines, yung nabibilang sa ranking ng longest shorelines, and that is something worth protecting.
Okay, so both of you, you're very young, and yet you have established yourselves as part of this advocacy, di ba? Pero matanong ko din naman, mauna ko muna si Miss Camille. Yes. Miss Camille, dayuhan ka lang sa La Union, right?
Yes.
Hindi ka katutubong La Union, and you chose to be here. So can you please tell us muna about your Clean Beach Coffee Company?
Okay. So I was born in Cebu. Doon ako nag-aral at lumaki, and then I worked and studied in Manila, and then I learned how to surf in 2013. So my love story with La Union really begins with surfing. So I started surfing in 2013, and by 2014, the next year, I uprooted myself from the city and moved here with no clear plan to become an environmentalist or a business owner. I just wanted a different setting. Gusto ko lang ng mas simpleng buhay na malapit sa dagat at ang kanyang magagandang alon na gustong-gusto kong sinasakyan. Masaya po talaga kasi yung surfing na ipapakita niya sa'yo na pwede palang mamuhay ng mas simple at mas totoo. Dahil doon, nakilala ko yung mga taong tulad ni Tina na nagmamahal din sa kalikasan, and then together, it happened naturally, organically lang na nagtulungan kami in different projects to preserve the cleanliness and the orderliness of our beachfront.
So kailan ito nag-start talaga yung LU Soul?
Nag-start po siya ng 2016.
So in other words, Miss Tina, noong 2016, she was here in 2013, 2014. And then, ikaw naman, you came here
2015.
2015. So, para bang pinagsama kayo, pinagtagpo kayo ng tadhana
Yes.
na magkasama kayo 2014, 2015, then 2016, you had the LU Soul.
Yes.
So, sino-sino ang mga members nito? Or who are the other people who belong to the same advocacy?
Actually, everyone here and who has the initiative to take care of the environment is part of it. Wala talaga kaming registration or like membership fees or anything. I think you're part of LU Soul, or you have LU Soul when you talk about it, when you live it, when you spread the message on social media, because we believe in the power of yung voice of everyone. And regardless of kung ikaw po ay high school student or housewife, meron kang influence. And that's why we do events like Earth Day, targeting mostly mga consumers or mga housewives and their children.
So you have spread your advocacy not just inside this area but outside also.
Yes.
Because one thing that really struck me upon moving here was that yung mga locals dito, yung community of local surfers, local fishermen, and yung mga local business owners, meron na talaga silang kusa sa pangangalaga sa kalikasan. So that was what inspired me to also like, hey, it's possible to do these things. Like one, we must mention the La Union Surfers Club or the LUSC. Ito yung grupo ng mga surf instructor na sila din yung nag-lead ng beach cleanups every week. Na dito ko lang sa La Union nakita yon. Sa iba-ibang surf spot dati na napuntahan ko, parang sa La Union ko unang nakita na yung mga surfers mismo yung may initiative na magpulot ng basura from the shoreline. And upon talking to these local surfers, they say they've been doing it way back since 1999, wala pang social media. Ganun talaga dito sa LU, kumbaga they really take care of the beach. And then we also work together with Kurma and Sifcare and Link and all these organizations who are working for the same thing. Like, lahat kami gusto namin iisa lang na
And then
mapanatiling.
eventually, Miss Camille, you have the Clean Beach Coffee Company.
Yes.
Diba? Parang as an offshoot of your transfer here and of being so actively involved here, you developed your own brand of business also. Can you please tell us about it?
Tamang-tama din kasi nung lumipat ako dito, parang yun din yung simula nung pasikat yung La Union. Yung lagi na siyang nababanggit sa mga articles or lagi na siyang sinishare sa social media. So habang dumadami yung turista at bisita dito, nangangailangan na rin syempre ng mas maraming mga lugar na pupuntahan or mas maraming kainan, tambayan. At nagkaroon ng business opportunity for me to open my own shop last year, and I wanted it to become something more. Like, it's not just another business. Kasi there is no greater platform, I believe, to share this advocacy than if you become the example for other establishments and
Is
for
this
the
the first one
customers.
here in La Union, Miss Tina? Yung kagaya ng concept na ginawa niya, yung kanyang Clean Beach Coffee niya? Or are the other establishments here also have similar concepts as she has?
Perhaps we are the first ones to be really upfront and vocal about it, but I know that other establishments in the past, sila din, may care din naman talaga sila sa beach. Pero kami talaga, from the start, we sought out ways to refuse single-use plastic. Kaya hindi kami gumagamit ng mga plastic straws. Tas yung coffee shop namin, walang to-go cup, which is very, kumbaga, when you think of a coffee shop, mostly ang una mong to-go yan, diba? Gustong-gusto mo yan, bit-bit mo yan, ipopost mo pa yan sa Instagram. But that is actually one of the leading causes of plastic pollution. You only drink, or you only use that cup for less than 20 minutes, and then you throw it away, and even when you die, that cup will not disintegrate. It's still there.
So yung inyong concept is you have to bring your own.
We encourage people
or
to
you also have
bring their own
tumblers like this.
Oh, yes, one, we really want to reinforce a culture of reusables. Kumbaga, ito naman din yung ginagamit at ginagawa ng mga parents at grandparents natin in the past. So, kumbaga, binabalik lang namin sa uso yung ganong klaseng habit na magdala tayo ng sarili nating jug, magdala tayo ng sarili nating tumbler. And to reinforce this is we reward people who bring their own tumblers with a 10 peso discount. And every time you come back, so laging mas na, di ba, mas mura.
Meron kayo yung tea for trash. Ano yun?
We also have beach baskets in the shop where you can borrow it, and then imbis na nagsa-sunbathing or nagsusuroy-suroy ka lang sa beach, you can actually spend your time picking up trash. And when you return the basket to us, we give you a free glass of our house blend iced tea.
Wow, amazing.
So kumbaga, nagpulot ka, so para mas refresh ka naman pagbalik mo, may iced tea ka.
So we should do that after this,
Why
di ba,
not?
Miss Tina, di ba? We should walk the talk, di ba? So kung ito yung ano natin, di ganun ang gagawin natin. What about the people who come here? Like tourists, di ba? When they come here and then you impose or implement that one, what is the perception or reaction of your guests here? Let's start with you, Miss Camille.
I'm happy to say that so far we've seen like really great results, that it's a conversation starter. And then we've seen people return and yun na nga, may sarili na silang cup o kaya may sarili na silang straw na nagsisimula pa lang siya. So kung hindi pa ganun kadami, pero at least nakikita namin na nagsisimula na. And even other establishments in San Juan, La Union have also started offering their own incentives and also selling and using bamboo straws instead of plastic.
So these are bamboo straws. Can you please show that to our viewers? No? So this one. So ibig sabihin, when you buy your products here and you need a straw, this is the straw that you will need to buy. And this is reusable.
Yes.
So how do you clean this?
Just like
wash
any,
with water.
you can wash it the way you wash your dishes and your cups. But it's also important, if it's the first time that you will be using a bamboo straw, to just boil it or like soak it in warm water. And some people add baking soda or vinegar, pero like just the first time to disinfect it. And then we also have cleaning brushes for the straws. Pero madali lang naman siya. It's all about learning a new habit lang talaga. Nasanay na kasi tayo na masyadong madali kumuha ng straw at itapon. At wala na, hindi mo naiisipin. Pero actually, it's very harmful.
Okay. Miss Nina, what are the programs or activities that you have in LU Seoul?
Actually, it's from events to small events like this to actually guerrilla environmental events inside the palengkes themselves. But a lot of them are organized through social media. So a lot of what LU Seoul does really is connecting people. For example, we might not be the muscle for a certain event, but there's a way for us to connect people. For example, we work with the plastic solution. They do eco bricks, and they're from Manila. And they also, so the plastic solution was parang conceptualized by Circle Hostel, and here we liaison with them and connect them with the other groups here. For example, Kurma or Feed Inc., which is more of the tree planting, because beside the plastic solution, they also work with the ATAS in Zambales. So that's why yung aming influence is not just here but around the Philippines, because we try to connect with each other, because at the end of the day, La Union is La Union, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the environment, we're all connected. And we experience climate change first here in the coastline. But if our brothers and sisters from Baguio actually plant more trees, or in Zambales plant more trees, mas malalesen yung impact sa amin. And it also protects them from the big hurricanes. Kasi yun nga, that's the interesting thing about the environment, that we are connected, and we forget that because we're individuals. That's why this is how we work in La Union Seoul. We work with groups, already working advocacies. we give them meat. If they need us to do something here in La Union, we do it. If we need to connect with someone in Zambales, we do that. If we need to
Have you been invited to conduct forum or for in other places outside of Region 1? And should our viewers, would be interested, for example, you're in Region 1, and if those who are watching Dynamic Living, feels that they would want to invite you so that they would be guided also. You have already let's say, the expertise to be able to, disseminate what you have believed in helping the environment. How do they do that?
It's as simple as a Facebook message for us, messenger, or a text message or an email, similar to how you contacted us. You have, diba? Instagram or Facebook, so they can get in touch with us through the social media platform and through our emails.
What was the greatest challenge that you had, both of you, in terms of, pushing for your advocacies? Let's start with Miss Camille.
For me, I think at the start, it will really feel like you're talking to a wall. Like, it will feel like no one's listening, or sometimes you have good intentions and it will be misinterpreted. Like, they will think na, nagpapasikat lang yan, ganon. But you really just have to grin and bear it. Kumbaga, patuloy-tuloy lang. And then eventually, people will follow. Yung initial resistance nawawala din. Lalo na dito, hindi nga kami taga dito, dayuhan kami, hindi kami Ilocano. Pero pag patuloy-tuloy lang namin gagawin at mapapakita na para sa inyo to, mahal na mahal namin yung LU kahit hindi kami taga LU, pero gusto namin siyang pangalagaan, kaya namin siya ginagawa.
What about you, Miss Tina?
The most difficult one is actually budget. It's actually, people believing in it, people who have the initiative to support it. Because the first time I presented the project, for the first year, 2015 siya, wala talaga, like everyone was waiting for it to happen. So we did things on our own, like kami muna, budget namin, small things. And then we managed to get the right people on board the second year. And then we managed to get more right people on board. It was actually getting not older, people who were more experienced than us on board first, trying to navigate through like how life is here. Kasi maliban po sa La Union Sol, nung lumipat po ako dito nung bumalik ako dito nung 2015, hindi ko pa kabisado yung community dito. Hindi pa ako accepted as part of the community here. Even though fourth generation na po ako dito, although hindi po ako lumaki sa Urbistondo, but yung family ko, yung roots namin is really Urbistondo. So, yun po siya.
But you were able to surmount that. So, how do you envision yourselves like 5, 10, 20 years from today? Miss Camille.
We just hope that more people would come on board, more people would share our enthusiasm and energy for preserving our beaches, and sana hindi lang sa La Union, sana sa lahat
buong
ng
Pilipinas,
surf spots, sa lahat ng beach destination.
Buong mundo siguro later on, di ba?
Because I think the people, nahihirapan sila magsimula kasi feeling nila napakahirap ng problema na plastic pollution, parang naguguluhan sila, paano ba kami magsisimula? Pero yung nangyari din, like from my own experience, like kahit mag-isa lang ako, marami akong pwedeng gawin on my own. Like just by not buying bottled water, just bringing my own tumbler. I've been doing it for a few years pa lang, pero ang laki ng natitipid ko na hindi na ako bumibili ng tig-30 bottled water na mineral water, or hindi na ako gagamit ng straw, or madami kasi talagang pwedeng gawin on an individual level, and you need to be willing to do these things so other people can see your example, and then they'll be able to follow you, and then they will also be able to encourage and inspire others to do the same.
And you believe in your heart of hearts that with what you are doing now, para bang ripple effect lang, Parang isa lang, you know, you remember when you throw a pebble in a pond of water, mapapansin mo yung ripple effect.
Last year, yung Earth Day namin, it was just a small event with friends, tayo-tayo lang. And then now, just a year later, we now have musical performances.
And artists.
We have artists, we have art installations.
And they give it for free so that they would be able to help out in your advocacy.
For food.
For food.
Food
It's
exposure.
okay. At least food lang yon, di ba? Kain-kaya na natin. What about you, Miss Tina? Ano kaya ang sa tingin mo, what is your vision?
Okay, hopefully yung ginagawa nga namin ni Camille mag-ripple effect siya. Kasi the vision is for us to actually, sana ito na yung lifestyle ng tao, that we don't need to be there to remind them na don't use eco bags, or you bring your own plastics, what do you call it? Reusable plastic containers when you go shopping. Sana automatic na yon sa Pilipino. Yun po yung vision namin
Parang ang sarap kasi isipin ng future na matatanggal na sa isip ng tao na ay baduy yung nagdadala ka ng tumbler, baduy yung may jug. It's actually the opposite. Like if you see people who care for the environment, if you see people doing mindful acts, no matter how small, they have my respect. Mas na-attract ako sa mga taong ganon kasi pinapakita nilang may malasakit sila. And that is very, very cool.
Actually, we are one with you. Like in the media, in our media outfit, we are one with you, helping environment, creating an environment that will be, you know, for the future generations of our children and grandchildren, that they would be able to see that and feel that nature has been taken care of, di ba? So yun yung ating target. What is your message of hope now to our viewers, Miss Camille?
To everyone, whether you're a surfer or a beach goer, beach lover, or an enthusiastic traveler, wherever you go, you have the power and the influence to make small changes. And when you combine all these acts together, without you knowing it, you're already becoming a force of change for the future.
What about you, Miss Tina?
Okay. You don't really need to go to La Union or Zambales to volunteer. It all starts within you, at home. And it's as simple as not using straws or opting for strawless. It is as easy as using an eco bag, using Tupperware when you buy your meat, or talking about this with your friends or on social media, sharing that message. Because right now, the problem is really awareness of the effects of what we're doing to the environment.
Actually, we can already, you know, feel the effects. Di ba? Yung mga bagyong yan, yung mga baha na yan, lahat ng yan, we are already feeling the effects of that. But for you young people, to be able to, you know, have it in your hearts and your minds to create a difference means something already. Thank you so much for gracing our show. We hope and we look forward that our viewers, our listeners would be able to imbibe also the culture that you would want them to have, which is to take care of their environment. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Pamamagitan ng programa ng Clean Up Drive na kung saan ay ang mga kabataan ay magtipon-tipon para magtutulungan na linisan yung beach at magkaroon ng organisasyon kung saan magtapon ng tamang basura para mapanatili yung kalinisan at kagandahan ng dagat.
Dapat sila yung mag-take care kung ano yung dapat gawin para hindi siya masira ng lahat ng gumagamit nun. Since yung lahat naman ng tao ay nagbabayad ng taxes for that, so dapat dun siya magamit.
Mag-umpisa tayo sa sarili natin. Kumbaga parang pagbabago lang din sa Pilipinas. Maraming gustong magbago pero sarili ngang ikaw tao na hindi mo gusto magbago. So parang ganoon din sa beaches. Para maprotektahan natin yun, tsaka mas mapahalagahan natin. Linisin natin, huwag tayong clean as you go nga. Hindi lang tayo yung parang magpakasaya. Kasi tayo lang din mismo sumisira sa sarili natin kapaligiran eh.
Stricter implementation ng existing laws that protects beaches.
Huwag na tayong magtapon ng basura sa dagat kasi karagatan yan eh. Siyempre marami rin pagkukunan ng mga ano dyan, diba?
Pinakamagandang gawin dyan ay bawal po tapon ng basura at yung buhangin po ay hindi po natin kukunin yan. At yung mga corals ay hindi natin kukunin. Tsaka yung puno ng beaches para maganda yung view na.
Dynamic Living, the Total You is very much honored to be here in La Union, to be able to feature what they have, because La Union is more than beauty by itself. They have the heart and the sense to care for their natural resources. And I am very much honored to be joined here this evening or today by Mr. Toby Tamayo. He is the pioneer proponent of the conservation program, Program Development Officer of SIFCare. Magandang araw po sa inyo, sir.
Okay.
Okay, and of course, nandito kasama natin si Ma'am Margie Santiago from the San Juan La Union Pawikan Municipal Conservation Coordinator. Okay, so heto po ngayon ang pinag-uusapan po natin, itong mga pawikan na ito, bakit nga ba siya mahalaga? Let's start with sir.
First of all, the pawikans are keystone species, meaning their contribution to the ecosystems as far as the marine ecosystem is vital. They control the population of jellyfish. They eat the jellyfish. They eat as much as 10 kilos of jellyfish per day.
Per one of them?
Per one. One mother. Now, so it means when you have more jellyfish, they will compete with all of the other marine species. Now, and if you have jellyfish, you cannot swim in the...
Yes, that's true. You'd be afraid.
You'll be afraid for sure. So, and then another one, the most vital contribution is the sea grasses in the ocean needs to be cultivated regularly. And it's the pawikan who does it. And in this sea grasses is where the fingerlings, the baby marine species, would be
able to thrive. So ang
the
ganda
oxygen
naman,
is there.
Yeah. So ang ganda ng kanilang role sa atin, ano. Pero para bang napansin natin, Miss Margie, it has only come to the attention, no? Para bang it has, you know, taken up front pages now in our awareness, no, about the importance of the pawikans. Bakit nga po ba nung araw parang binabaliwala natin sila at hindi natin sila binibigyan ng kahalagahan?
Ang alam natin kasi noon, ma'am, parang wala lang silang silbi dito sa tabing dagat. Parang kakainin yung mga itlog nila, then balang araw mag-iitlog na naman uli. But it came through yung mga awareness namin doon. Since 2012, nagkaroon po kami ng MOA signing with DNR, with SIFCare, with DOT, and Holcim, which is the cement factory in San Juan La Union. And it came through that we signed that ordinance, that signed MOA, plus an ordinance that to support and strengthen that law regarding to preserve and conserve pawikan.
So nung na-sign po into a memorandum ito at nagkaroon ng local government unit support to Sir Toby, how did it feel na it has been your advocacy to be able to help these pawikans?
Yes, it started to flourish. Definitely, we could see lessening as far as poaching, and many of the poachers became our partners and volunteers, which was the turning point. Plus, getting the support of the LGUs, the support of the main municipality, the mayor, the late mayor of San Juan was the one who actually got it started. And it's now continuing. Now, and also we had the support of the Sangguniang
Panlalawigan.
Bayan and
no, our town mainly. And now it's already provincial.
Okay. Now, heto po ba ang inyong scope of services? Let's start with pawikan conservation, no? Anong scope of services niyo po ay ano po ito?
Ang scope of services namin is just to coordinate and with the different agencies that is inclined with pawikan, and the LGU made a point that she will give a reward to those who can
Fine.
find an egg
Or nest.
and even the pawikan itself to give an incentive for them.
Incentive for them. Now
So-
we have like part of our
Program
we
mamaya,
have the
opo.
barangay officials of Bacnotan, coastal barangays are here with us.
Yes.
And we didn't, in San Juan, initially the first 2 years, we didn't get the type of support because simply the pawikon was a means as an income, or the fisherman will look at it as a catch. Kumbaga nahuli nila sa dagat yan eh.
So kanila yon,
Oo.
and they can do with it
Yes,
whatever
they will
they
sell
want.
it, they
Oh.
will whatever. But today, no, it's not like that. So here in Bacnotan, which is the new frontier for our conservation efforts, the support of the mayor and the barangay officials is so warm. I mean, they welcome this effort. So this will take off quicker, you know.
What are the identified beaches or coastlines po wherein we would be able to really see and parang hitik na hitik sila ng pawikan?
Okay, we started in San Juan.
Yeah. From
Then
barangay Orbistondo.
Yes.
Then it came to Paniksikan. Then in the barangay of Sertobi in Ilinorte. Then it came to Tabuk.
So medyo malaki-laki na rin at malawak
The
na
whole
kayo
coast,
po.
the whole coast
na.
of San Juan.
The whole
But
coast
the whole
po.
coast of San Juan connects northward to Bacnotan. Now Bacnotan has a larger coastline, and there are places here that are marine protected zones. So there has been sightings here for a long time, but you see on our side we had our hands tied by in the beginning. But now, because the awareness has become such that if you don't have a conservation program, especially with the pawikan, then you're kind of at a loss. You know, sayang eh. The
Opo.
opportunity is there to do something really good, and it galvanizes everybody, puts everybody together. This is the beauty of it.
How do you ensure that these pawikans are well protected? We'll start with Ma'am Margie.
The local government made a fund, allocated a fund to create or to build or establish an pawikan hatchery. It so happened that the place where we're going to establish that hatchery was not safe because some are not even careful about the pawikan. So we made it a point that in the residents of Sertobi, we established the pawikan hatchery there. So
We just volunteered it.
it's
Okay,
You
just
just volunteered it, yeah.
Yes.
And you do get to see all of this, or the hatchlings and everything, the eggs?
Oh yeah, it's accounted for. Every pawikan that is released, even here in Bacnotan recently, there's a witness. We count the number of hatchlings coming out and how many eggs in a nest. These are all, the data has to be
So
precise.
would you say na for all these years, okay, so how many years na po kayo actively involved with this conservation?
Since the signing of the MOA, since 2012,
Up to
since
today.
2012 up to present, we are still involved with the
Kayo naman,
pawikan
Sir Toby.
conservation.
started at 2010.
So mas nauna
2010.
si Sir Toby.
Yeah.
So ang next na katanungan ko po sa panahon na yon when you started in 2010, 2012, would you say na you have seen an increase in the number of the hatchlings and the pawikans in terms of number now?
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
Definitely, ma'am, there's an increase because the poachers are not afraid because whenever they are being caught, then they are penalized.
There's a penalty now.
There's a penalty.
They're protected.
Municipal Ordinance 2011. So if they are being caught, then they will be penalized.
And this is being implemented here?
Yeah. It is implemented.
It's full
in some-
implementation?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do we ensure, sa mga tagapagpanood po natin ngayon, ang ating pong panawagan sa kanila, paano natin tulungan how to protect these pawikans that we have? We'll start with Ma'am Marge.
With the implementation and strengthening of the ordinance to support, then lots of information disseminations are being conducted. So all of the some of the poachers now in San Juan, they are now aware because they want also to be a part of that program.
Yes. Yun yung maganda yung from from a poacher and then now to be a conservatist.
A volunteer, yes.
And a volunteer at that. That's the beautiful thing. Sir Toby, matanong ko po kayo on a personal level. Have you had a personal encounter or an experience involving a pawikan? Kaya ganun nila ang pagmamahal mo sa kanila?
Well, you see those creatures, definitely. It goes deep because they're God-created creatures like us, and that we are stewards. That's how I feel about many of them. So the caring has to be there for you. You have to basically provide the type of, we're given the intelligence to be able to be stewards and perform our tasks. So this is actually what motivates and inspires myself and many of the volunteers. Now, included for the protection is, before, when we started, there was no regular cleanups of beaches. So when the Pawikan program started, the conservation program, when we started, it was just a family affair. We would walk the beach and pick all the plastics. My daughters, my wife, my son, we would be down, and a few friends. We would just walk the coast and pick the plastics, especially during the Pawikan season, nesting season. But now, the resorts,
they do. Yeah, actually they promote and they even encourage. We were there in Clean Beach Coffee. They give you something there so you can just go around and pick up. And when you return, you're given something in return for it.
So this is the change that's already occurred in the last 2 years, 3 years. Wherein, if there is some type of, let's say, lessening of support of a particular LGU, but now here comes the private groups. So on the end of the day, it's all complementary. Katulad dito in Bacnota, I mean, immediately our resort programs here is still in its infancy, kakaunti ang resorts. But yet, because of the LGUs coming to the picture, it was such a sigh of relief for us, because the work is...
It's not just alone. You're not solo in it, in your fight for their safety, but rather it now becomes stronger kasi andyan na sila lahat. Thank you so much, Sir Toby and Ma'am Marge. Ma'am Marge, what would you like to tell our viewers? Kasi nga, heto kami sa media, gusto namin tulungan din po kayo na maiparating sa ating mga tagapagpanood, tagapagpakinig sa radio, no? At saka nasa YouTube tayo, nasa Facebook, lahat po ng mga forms of media, we are also there. Para marinig po nila at maramdaman nila na they are also part of your fight against and to protect these pawikans. Ano po ang gusto niyo sabihin sa kanila?
Sa mga kababayan ko po na magiging makakarinig o makakapanood po nitong aming interview, na gayahin po ninyo kami dito sa province of La Union, especially in the municipality of San Juan, that we are very much aware. We love the pawikans, so kung gaano po namin sila kamahal, ganun din po sana ang gagawin ninyo. And you will have to strengthen your POs, your NGOs, and especially the local government unit to work hand in hand with the Pawikan Conservation.
Ang ibig sabihin yan, Ma'am Marge, empowerment for each one.
People empowerment.
People empowerment. Yes, Sir Toby, ano po yung mensahe ninyo sa kaate?
Definitely, today I'm actually quite happy simply because the very support that we are longing for to make this successful, the people are present today. And I know that there has been so many visitors, so many releases, so many people we have met, different position in society, even children. Just seeing the children release the hatchlings. They even come at midnight because we are conservationists. We're not into this activity for anything except to actually protect the marine turtles, the pawikans. So we follow what is and implement what should be done right. If the pawikan hatchlings needs to be released at midnight, or there's a nest that's hatching at 1 in the morning, then immediately they need to walk the beach to go to the water. We will not stop them. We will give them that protection. Now, for those who have witnessed this, I know how it felt. And this is something that I would want to invite everybody else, taking part and taking care of God's creatures. especially the marine turtle, who helps us so much. It's something that, you know, we should be inspired to do. You know, and I hope that everybody will take part in this program.
Yes, thank you so much po. At tandaan po natin, lahat po tayo, we are considered stewards. We are not owners of anything here in this earth. As a matter of fact, we are given the order from above, which is very biblical, that as stewards, we should take care of everything that we are given to manage, to supervise, and to give glory to the Maker of everything that we have. And we are actually very much honored so that we can, in our own small way, make a difference, which these people here are making a difference in this country, conserving and helping those who need their help. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat.
Dynamic living, making the best of you.
Salamat po.
Dynamic living, sharing the faith, we're giving the love and bringing the total you.
If you have been blessed by this program, share hope and help us continue to bring hope everywhere. Send your donations to South Philippine Union Conference through any of the bank details shown here. Hope Channel, sharing love, changing lives.